This is the second video for tutorial 8. We will learn COUNTIF function, SUM function, and how to do group pivot table items. You need this for assignment 8. Let's look at example. In this example, we need to summarize information for employee working in New York and San Francisco. We need to get how many employees, the total salary, and the average salary. So how can we do that? Here we need to use the conditional function. Let's say this one. We need to count employees working in New York. Then we use count if function. Then what's the range? Range say because we make a judgment from location. Here from location. So we need to select the range until here. So you can say here we have something for the range. The employee is the name of the whole table. Location is the column inside the table. So we use this to present the range. And the second criteria, the criteria should be equal to New York. It means we have 48 people from New York. The same thing for San Francisco, equal to count if the range will be employee, the table, and the location, column, and the criteria will be SF, San Francisco. We can do the same thing for the total, but here we use something different. It's called the summarize if. The range is the same, will be location. So employee table. And here we location, the criteria will be New York. Here something important. We use this location to make a judgment, but we need to get a summarize for the salary. It means we have two different columns. The location used for judgment. The salary will be used for the summarized information. So we need to include the larger column. That will be current salary. Close it. So that's the total for employees working in New York. The same for San Francisco, equal to SUM sum if the range employee, the column location, the criteria will be San Francisco. The summarized range will be salary, column salary. In this example, we also can do the average if. So average if, the same, the range will be, we use location. So employee table, location, the criteria will be New York. Here we'll use the average range, because we need to get the average of the salary. So we use the employee table, the current salary. So that is the average salary. The same thing, average if, and the range, employee table, location. This should be San Francisco, and the employee table again. This should be current salary. Okay, that is the count if and the summary if. Finally, we will group pivot table items. So let's say here we want to get a pivot table. Choose the table tools, design, summarize with pivot table. We just get a new worksheet. Then, because we want to use the birthday. We want to kind of say how many employees have birthday in January, February, in different months. So we get birthday, then we want to count their salary, also count their how many people. So because we use count, so we need to change the value field setting. We change as count. We can change this numbers employee. As you can see, first we do, because those are just some salary, so we use count number. And we have a specific day. Here is what we will name. We want to group those birthdays into months. How to do that? So go to pivot table tool. First, you need to select a cell inside the column and analyze, and let's say group selection. We choose months. Click it. So you can say we organize employees into months. That's a little high level. So that's the total of employee numbers, and those are sum of the salary. So that's the group pivot table items. How about say for January, we want to get the detailed information for January. How we can do that? We select the salary, double click it. Then we get a new worksheet. All for January. You can say here the birthday for all for January. So those are different ways this is organized into group. And this one will be get details for specific group. This case is January. So that's the teaching video for tutorial.